Very happy morning, children, and I hope you're all ready to learn today's topic, that is conditionals. So, today we are going to learn about the if conditionals. First, what's a conditional? Conditional is a type of sentence that is made up of an if clause, which talks about the condition, and a main clause which gives the result. The sentence describes a situation that might happen or might have happened. The sentence usually starts with if or when. So you can replace if with when. So when you learn about conditionals, the most important thing that you all need to understand and remember is that we are talking about a sentence which has got two clauses in it. One, the main clause, and the other, the subordinate clause. This subordinate clause is the if clause, in which we talk about a condition, and the result is in the main clause, or what we call as the principal clause. Now, as we have learnt that there are two parts in a conditional sentence, that is the if clause and the main clause, we would clearly understand that how are different types of conditional statements written based on the tense of the verb used in this if clause and the main clause. So, we have different categories of conditional statements which depend upon the tense forms written in the if clause and the main clause, and also depend upon the probability or whether it is improbable of the result to happen. First, the zero conditional, the first condition, the second condition, the third condition, and the mixed conditional statements. So we begin with the zero conditional statements. These statements describe things that are generally true. So which are the things that are generally true, children? The scientific laws, the rules, the facts, the instructions, the routines, and the habits, which are always and generally true. So let's learn these with some examples, but before that we would look at the structure of a zero conditional statement. The if clause has if plus subject plus verb in the simple present form. Also, the main clause has the subject and verb in the simple present form. Let's look at these examples, and while I read, you should concentrate on the verb forms in the if clause as well as the main clause according to the given structure. If the traffic light is red, the driver must stop. If you mix blue and yellow, you make green. If it is sunny, I ride my bike to work. So these three sentences talk about the rule, the fact, and the routine. Few more examples. We'll talk about the scientific laws and instructions. We know this, children, that if you heat ice, it melts, a scientific law. And if you push the button, the bell rings. This is the instruction given to you. Now, as we are clear with our zero conditional statements, which are used for general truths, we would talk about the first conditional. This first conditional statement has a structure if plus subject plus verb in the simple present. This is what is in the if clause, and in the main clause, subject plus verb in the simple future. Remember this, children. Look at this example. If you are tired, you could go to bed. So here, if clause, the verb in simple present is are, and the verb in the main clause could is in the simple future. Now, these first conditional statements, they refer to a situation that is possible or realistic. That means if your condition is satisfied, there is a possibility of the result. So, these first conditionals talk about the probable state condition or the possible condition. Let's look at some more examples of the possible future condition and possible result. Example of these first conditionals are: if it rains, I will watch a movie. One more example, children. If it is sunny, I will go to the park. The second conditional, which talks about the hypothetical situations both in present as well as in future. So, unlike the first conditional which talk about the probability, the second conditionals talk about the improbable or imaginary conditions only. For example, see here the girl says, if I were a doctor, I would help people stay healthy. So she's talking about an imaginary condition, okay, of the future. The structure of the second conditional is if plus subject plus verb in the simple past. So the verb is in the simple past in if condition, and subject plus would plus verb in the base form. This is in the main clause, and instead of would you can replace it with might, may or could. So the structure of the if conditionals in the second condition says that the verb is in simple past in the if clause, and in the main clause it is would plus verb in the base form. Now we'll talk about some examples of these second conditional statements which are untrue at the moment or impossible or unlikely. For example, let's talk about this. If I were to become the Prime Minister of the country, I would try to end poverty, which is untrue at the moment as you are not the Prime Minister. And as we talk about the imaginary condition or impossible or unlikely condition, if I were a bird, I would fly over the rainbow every day. So this is a present imaginary condition. Neither are you a bird nor will you be able to fly. Please focus on the tense forms of the verbs in if clause as well as in the main clause. So whenever you talk about some imaginary conditions, children, improbable conditions, whether it is the first person, second person or the third person, you use the verb were. Now we'll talk about the third conditional, which is always the unfulfilled or rejected condition. The main reason is that it talks about the hypothetical past situations. And how can you bring back the past situation? Is it not? Therefore, they are unfulfilled or rejected conditions. Look at an example here. If we hadn't fed the squirrels, they would have been very hungry. But this has not happened, as you have already fed the squirrels and they are not hungry. Let's look at the structure of this third conditional, which says if plus subject plus verb in the past perfect and subject plus would or wouldn't plus have plus verb in the past participle form in the main clause. So you need to remember that in the if clause, the verb is in the past perfect, and in the main clause, the verb has would or wouldn't plus have plus the verb in the past participle form, V3 form of the verb. And you should remember the third conditionals talk about hypothetical past situations. For example, I was not nice to him. This was a negative thing. He fought with me. So here you don't have any not in this sentence. Okay. So one is negative, the other is positive. Now if you see the if conditional, if I had been nice, he wouldn't have fought with me. So the if condition now is in positive and the main clause is in negative with the word not. If I had been nice, he wouldn't have fought with me. But neither were you nice nor can you bring back the condition. So he had fought with you. You cannot change it anymore. He was late for work many times. He lost his job. Both the sentences are in positive as there is no negative word not that is used here. Okay, so let's talk how this situation is written in the if condition. If he hadn't been late, he wouldn't have lost his job. So both if and main clause are written in negative. That is, not word is used in both if and main clause. So neither can you get back the condition that your job is lost because you have been late. So these are the situations which are never unfulfilled. Now we will talk about the mixed conditionals. Sometimes it so happens, children, that we use one structure of a type of condition mixed with the other structure of the other type of condition. So such types of sentences which have got structures of different types of conditionals are called as mixed conditionals. It depends upon the situation why we use these. For example, we can form mixed conditionals if the context permits it by combining an if clause from one type with a main clause from another. For example, if you see here, type 2 and type 3 are mixed. This is a general type of mixed conditional. Okay, type 2 where if you were more sensible. So this is in the past tense. You wouldn't have spoken to your parents like that. This is in the type 3, wouldn't plus have plus V3 form. So a combination of type 2 and type 3. If it was only type 2, it should have been would speak. Okay, so but it is here wouldn't have spoken. So this is one combination. The other combination is type 3 and type 2 where the if conditional is in type 3 and the main clause is in type 2. If he hadn't stolen all that money, he wouldn't be in prison now. So the if conditional is in type 3, hadn't stolen, and the main clause is in type 2, wouldn't be. Okay, so we have learnt all the types of conditionals, children, that is type 0, type 1, type 2, type 3 and finally the mixed conditional. So we have understood that these conditional statements depend upon the tense of the verb used in if and main clause, which finally depends upon the probability or the improbability of the condition and the result. Hope it was a very interesting topic, children, and when you read the poem If, you would find n number of this if conditionals. So I suggest you all to read the poem If. Thank you, children, and the homework for today is complete the given exercises of your grammar book. Hope you all will have a great time.